Yes guys, how you doing? Tommy Roney here with a new series guys, Pro Mastery. From a pro player or an ex-pro player like me, what can you do as a player to improve? What are the little differences in your gameplay which could make you a pro, guys? I will be bringing out lots of episodes on this, lots of analysis of top pros. Today I want to give thanks first of all to Deji. He's given us this incredible content. His link is in the description below. He's one of the top pro players I know. He plays in all the qualifiers. He takes part in all of the tournaments, guys. Make sure to support him down below. His YouTube's there, his Twitch is there, his Twitter's there, everything's there, guys. You don't want to miss out on any of his content. He will get you to be even better. He allowed me to use one of his videos of the friendlies that he was playing against this guy over here. I'm using the second leg. He won the first one 2-1, so I'll be using that, guys. I put a lot of thought and effort into these videos because I really want to help you guys improve. I really appreciate it if anyone could subscribe, like the video, and obviously follow me on Twitch, guys. Follow me on Twitch. We're killing it there. Everyone's loving the streams, so don't miss out. We play live. You can really improve by watching others. That's the one thing I can tell you. What I'll be doing here, guys, is I'll stop the gameplay and I'll analyze it for you when we get something interesting or something that I really want to point out to you guys. So as we can see, one player is winning 2-1, the other, is obviously chasing the result here. But that's okay, he's chasing the result. He can't push up too much at the start, because if he pushes up too much, then, well, you don't want to concede too early. But you'll see a lot of great opportunities. Here we just have a bit of a poor start. I mean, that was a pretty poor pass. The middle is obviously contained. And you'll see in a second the formations they're using as well, because they'll be pausing. But what I want to really bring out to you guys is the little intricate things that pros do, because this is a pro match between two top pros. What do they do that others don't, and why are they so good at the game? Guys, I think the first thing will come right here. This was exactly it. Now, you see someone going, he's going to lose the ball here, and I want to go through this again. You see Quadrado moving that over there, yeah, making that run. Look, he's passing into this player here. This player over here, he's locked on to his walker in case he obviously passed down the wing. Over here, he didn't pass down the wing, which is good. You don't want that ball down the wing, but that's also a smart play by the opponent, because you could see he was switched to him. So what you have to do over here, switch to this player. In this case, I think it has Varane, if I'm correct. What's going to happen is you have to predict which direction is he going to go. Is he going to cut inside? Is he going to cut to the outside? Deji, he said he gets it correct. He gets absolutely on point. And this is one of the key things I will constantly bang on about, and I do in my streams as well. Guys, you have to predict the first touch. It is one of your best opportunities to get the ball. If it's a bad player, he will usually turn towards the goal. They'll just turn towards the goal. If they're a good player, they'll turn away from the goal. The reason for this is because it's very hard to take a first touch that is good on this game. Doesn't matter how good your player is. It could be Team of the Year Ronaldo. He can still make a dead touch, because this is how EA made the game. So if you can, hold LT or L2, I think that is on PlayStation, to, shield the ball as you receive it and away from your opponent, then you're in a safe spot. But what Deji does really well here, and this is where you really excel as a player, is you then go around them so that they can't even do that. And he does it very well. As you can see, bang, he reads it. He goes to the outside, and that's, it's a risky play, but at the same time, you're perfectly okay to do that in that situation. And the reason why you're okay in that situation, as you can see, he's doing 4-4-2, the second variation. I have a video out on that as well, guys. The reason why he's okay doing that is because Varane's super quick. He also has a very quick Kyle Walker right next to him. And that Kyle Walker's already ahead. So even if he turns him with that player, Kyle Walker's there to cover. You guys can go back and see that as well. So I think it's very important, guys, to read the first touch pattern. Learn the patterns. Everyone nearly always turns towards goal. And it's a mistake. If you read which way they go, left or right, you're perfectly fine. And because this game is so forgiving, even if you guess the wrong way, you're okay. You will be okay, because your defenders will catch up anyway. But it's the best way to get the ball, and you'll see he does it a lot. He reads the first touch. Over here, it's just a very good interception, really. The pass was a bit poor. You didn't have to make that pass. This is very good play. Now watch this, guys. Watch how patient he is with the ball. He's already seen that run thanks to the radar. There's a big run here, and I'm going to pause this. This situation happens so often in FIFA, and I want to make sure that everyone really understands how to make the most out of it. You have to be ready at all times, and this obviously I'm stopping so it's easier to see, but you know, in real time you have literally what, a second, 2 seconds to not even 2 seconds to react. You have to see this exact defender's body positioning. Look at it, his back's turned away, which means you do a cheeky little pass here with double A, and whatever the button is on PlayStation to pass, double press it. What it does is the ball goes up in the air, it flicks it up basically, and the defender can't really lock onto it. You do that right here, 9 out of 10 times it's getting to Ronaldo, and then, oh guys, come on, it's just an easy open A, isn't it? Literally, you know, you can just bang it. It doesn't matter what happens, then you're going to score. Because he's turned away, that's the exact moment you have to pass. And I'm going to tell you why. You try cutting in with Mbappe, you're screwed here. He can defend it. He's in the correct position to defend it. You try turning in here, you're even more screwed. You're really screwed because, look, he can cover all of this area here. And what you're going to see is he does make that pass. And that's the mistake there. That's a mistake. He should have had a goal there. It's pretty simple goal for him, I think. Someone of his level, and I'm sure he will kind of reiterate that if anyone asked him once again. He does the exact same thing. The player turns away from him because he's a good player, but he reads it. And that's the key. As you can see, he's going down with Mbappe here. Very good skills to turn outside. He has time. He has patience. Beautiful. Bruno here. To Ronaldo. Look at his patience. I mean, guys, we're going to re-look at that, right? This is one of my favorite things. If you find yourself down the wing, over here, around this area, guys, I'm literally drawing all over the place because I want you to understand you're anywhere there. Anywhere. Turn outside like he did with Mbappe and pass back to your player. Guys, I'm just getting excited because this is I love these goals. You always use this passing lane to your cam, whoever it is, then you pass it to this player. Guys, this is a pattern you can learn off by heart. It works every time because what happens is these defenders, they all back off, allowing your player to get into this little gap over here. Guys, look, Ronaldo open, passes to him, then look how simple it is. Stop, pass into here. Look, guys, if you're not even a high skilled player and you don't really want to stop the ball like you did with Ronaldo first time, it's okay, guys. You can literally don't have to do anything. You can just turn around and pass it. Look at the gap. Look at the gap in this area here, and you're never going to miss from there. It's a beautiful goal. It's beautifully worked, and it's one of the best things, guys. Remember, if you're down in that wing situation, always pass back. And that's why I always say one of your sentiments needs to be on box to box, so you have that option. It is so important. Here he does obviously very well. Very compact in the middle. He's working very well with this 4-4-2, I have to be honest. His opponent's panicking a bit, but he doesn't have to. Look at that. He has so many options. He's just keeping it calm. Look, he's waiting. Look, oh, beautiful, man. The skills. He's always been really good with the skills. He's like the king of sombrero flicks. Very good with the skills, you know, very good at those mechanics. Here he goes for a pass the opponent. He's a bit more rattled now, and not rattled really, but just really getting to his head now, and he's obviously stressing a bit more because he's like, right, I need 2 goals. And just look at the patience this guy has. Beautiful with Rashford. What are we going to do here? Bang, bang, bang. That's just nonsense. That's just nonsense. I'll be honest with you. How would I play this personally? I think in this situation he's done the right thing. You have to cut it here because look, that's the space you have, right? But from this position, there's a few things you could have done. This is a very good pass. As you can see, look, he's on side because of this defender backing off. And once again, it's a thing of you come from the wing, you go there, and you have space. So it's perfectly fine. Guys, there's another thing you could have done. I'll be honest. Fake shot here, pass into that gap over here. There's a lot of options. There's nothing wrong with what he did. I think he might have even tried to pass it here. I don't know. He will be able to tell you that. But look, there's a few options, and that's what's so beautiful about cutting him from the wing over here inside, guys. That's the key. This just is not. That's just, to be honest, I'll be honest with you guys. I've noticed one more thing. when you're attacking from here, look at the defender's position and look how they're all backing off into the 6-yard box. I'm just showing you the little arrows. The arrows are back to show you there's even one more option here. Mbappe, if you really wanted to pass it again. There's so many options there, guys. So many options. And I think this is what's so beautiful about the down the wing into the midfield. And that's why I keep telling people to have balanced players. Now, this is very well utilized by the opponent, I have to be honest. He's found good space down the wing, but he got himself stuck in trouble. And this is very good defending. I'm not going to highlight obviously every single moment. I think that's just very good defending. He run into like a dead end. You can't run too much, you know, too close to the byline. He could have passed down the wing just now. But just look at the positioning. And it's, you know, the opponent's not bad. Look, guys, don't get it wrong. This is a very top level opponent. But what Deji's doing here is he's playing absolutely top class. Look at this patience. This is not time wasting. Guys, you have to remember, just keeping the ball does not mean you're being, you know, a rat or whatever. Sometimes you need to be patient. The best players are very patient on the ball. Now, he's just trying to make a run now. He's really trying to go for them 1-2s now, the opponent. And obviously nothing wrong with it. Look at the gap he's created. And bang, that's a goal. Now, let's have a look at this then. Let's have a look. What could Deji have done here? Look, first of all, big problem is obviously this space. And we've noticed it a few times now. That space over there is open. Mendy is absolutely obliterating him there. And what did I say before, guys? Look. Just look at his Varane making a run here. This is EA logic, apparently, guys. This is literally, this gets on my nerves all the time. This is EA logic, apparently. Apparently, they think that defenders have to back off into the box, leaving an open Rashford. And I can't blame Deji for this, because look, he's focusing on Mendy, because Mendy can go anywhere. You can go down the wing, you can pass there, you can pass. Look, even there's an option here. He's onside. Do you get what I mean? And he has to worry about that. Meanwhile, look at that space, because Varane has run off into absolutely nowhere. And that's a problem. Just look at Varane's movement once again. You'll see the arrows again of where the space is. Look at his run. Just look at his run. Who's he marking? And that's a problem with EA. But once again, guys, I want to point it out. Where did the goal come from? From down the wing, back into the middle. Guys, it's a pattern. There's a pattern. This game is all about patterns. You learn the patterns, you master the game. It's as simple as. Here he was trying to bridge. Didn't work, but you know, not everything's going to work. Not every time. This was back when the bridge was working, by the way. I just want to confirm. Once again, look at the space in the middle. The amount of options he had there. We're going to go back. Look at the defenders and the way they move away. Look, they're just running away, running away, running away. And what does that do? This massive space over here. I'm going to cover all the players he has open. 4 players. And you're really screwed here. The reason why I would play here, and I'll be honest with you guys. I'm so bad at drawing these arrows, guys. The reason why I play to this player over here is because then look at this run over here. Completely open. There's a gap in there. This gap in there. And this guy's making a gap in there. Not enough defenders to cover all of them. And for that reason, I think he makes a mistake. This player needs to back into that space 100%, because you need to cover the runs. The runs are the most important, guys. So that's how I would have played it. This guy plays it wrong, I think. Yeah, no, perfectly well defended after that. He makes a mistake. I don't think you have to pass it into one of those 3 players that are already making runs. They are the ones making runs, guys. Always pass back to your centre mid, CDM. He can deal with it. He can deal with it, and let him deal with it. That's the key, guys. Once again, he's keeping it patient, because, guys, look. He has a lead, right, of only 1 goal. But still, he has time. Do you know what I mean? The other guy will pressure him. Look how patient he's keeping. But once again, he's not time wasting. He's doing a few risky passes. Look at that. He's trying to obviously try. There we go. There's the double A pass. He hasn't got many options. So he just utilizes what he has. Big skill. Very nice. There's a space outside the box, but he's not going to utilize it because he's like, it's okay, I have time. Look at that. Look at his patience. He's trying to drag his players out. And this is not time wasting, guys. Look, he's looking for options. You can see he's looking. There we go. They're opening up. They're opening up. Look at this. They're going to start opening up now. Beautiful. And that was unlucky. Obviously, at the end of the day. But that's the key. And that's also the key why you have to have your right backs and left backs on attack. Of course, this means that's, you know, that's him being completely destroyed down the left and right side, as you can see. But what we're going to see here is a pure, brilliant, absolute brilliance in defending. So obviously his wingers are obviously exposed. It's the truth. Now, what do you think a player is going to do, guys? This is a little exercise for you. You know obviously where he's going to pass. If you see someone doing this, you know the number one choice. They can't pass anywhere here. There's no option here. So this is literally like a block, guys. This is a block. They're not passing anywhere there. The only option is this exact player here. Now, the way FIFA works, you cannot use this player to get it. You cannot use this player to get it because this game's a mess. It will take too long to switch and then actually get it done. So what do you have to do? You switch to your Cancelo, and your Cancelo will cover. That's as beautiful as it gets, guys. Whenever you see someone turning around, switch to your player and mark it up that way, the way I showed you. Every single time, I promise you it will work, unless he does the silly thing where you don't get a touch or whatever, you get a bad touch. But apart from those, which obviously I cannot account for, neither can you, you'll get it back. And look how he's doing the same thing. He's not even daring to go down the wing. He knows if he cuts it back to the middle, he's got the space he needs. And I think he's been a bit too patient. And I know he'll say obviously that he was trying to keep the lead, but I think there's a few options opening up for him. Here we go. Beautiful work. Look at this. What's he gonna do? Guys, I mean, that's just unlucky. That's just unlucky. I think he's a bit unlucky. So look at this situation here, right? There's so many things you can do. He waits for Mbappe to make the run over here, whilst he's the opponent Quadrado just stands still and does nothing basically. If you want, do a drag back, pass it to Cruyff if you want. Cruyff scoops it inside here. That's a goal as well. Unless the defender defends it, then you drag back onto the outside. Cruyff has a good weak foot, you score a goal. Fact is, guys, you get outside the box, you have all the opportunities you need. Here, there's nothing you can do. It's just absolute nonsense. It's covered up, obviously. The keeper covers up the front post, and then the far post is covered up by some defender by using AI. You know, there's nothing you can do. And no disrespect to the opponent, obviously, because he's not a bad player once again, but Deji's really working him hard here. He really is. And he's in a situation where he knows he concedes. The momentum goes against him now. He's controlling the game, and you know everything's going the way he wants it to go. He needs to secure it though, so he needs an extra goal. And I'm gonna say this to everyone: get the extra goal. That was a big mistake. You don't do that. Don't do that. Like don't mess around, guys, because obviously that's the problem. You lose the ball, and look, a player like him, look at the passes he's making. Quick passes. Once again, the wing is open. Now, what's he gonna choose? Do you know what? I'll be honest with you guys. When I was watching this, I noticed something else, right? And obviously, this is because I'm watching it back, so it's a lot easier than in the moment, right? I think it's around here, lads. If you find yourself in this situation, you have a great opportunity. Ignore this player, 100%. I'm actually gonna cross him out, lads. Ignore him. He never makes a good run. This Neymar run over here is perfect. It's very good. Even though he's covering it, it's kind of very difficult to mark up. It really is. As you can see, he actually does go through. But look at this, guys. There's a darting run right in front of him, so he doesn't even have to turn around with Ronaldo. He just has to throw the ball. There he is. And then you can even pass back to Ronaldo because he'll make a run inside the box. I think he missed out on a big run there. Massive run. He turns the other way. Look at the gap. Look at the gap that he had over there. It's pretty much a goal. Now, what do you do in this situation, guys? I'll be honest. Opponent, he lost his head. I'll be honest, guys, because yes, he should score. Maybe he should have shot front post. I'll be honest. Backheel it. No, it's just backheel it to Ronaldo. You literally hold LT, hold L2, backheel that. There's two players over here on an open net. You don't have to shoot and risk it. Backheel. That's a lack of composure in that situation, I think, because he's a top player and he should notice that. But look, he's pressing very well. He's pressing very well. In fact, let's go back and see whether we can really notice when he notices this pass. As you can see, he gets in with Quadrado. Look, he's already switched. He's ready. As soon as he passed here, he knows. He switches here, he's never getting down there. This player is never getting there. Here, he can, you know, really mess up his options. I think he makes a mistake here, Deji. Big pass over here and he would have been calm. Instead, he does a ball roll. These things you don't notice in a minute because you think you might get through or something like that. But I would personally pass it, guys. Always pass it instead of trying to borrow out of your own half, because look how dangerous that was. He had a lot more men than Deji had back. So you want to make sure you're safe, guys. That's the one key thing. Look, he's turning around. He's going back into the midfield. Lads, this is just the way to score. Look at this football. Good by Mbappe. He's trying a few skills. He's defending him very well, but he's being patient. Go back to the midfield. Look at this. Look at this, Bruno. Unlucky. It's unlucky, lads. I don't think there was much more he could have done there. I can't lie. The only choice was to run with Bruno because the other options were marked up. But listen, the whole point is keep going outside, guys. If there's one thing you learn from this video, please just go from the wing into the middle and you'll get so many more goals. I think he meant to pass that to Mendy, I have to be honest with you. But this is very well worked from Deji. Look at that. Very well worked. The offside drop works very well if you use it right outside the box when your opponent's there. It works beautifully. He got a bit lucky with that bounce, but look here. It's just about composure now, isn't it? And it does exactly what he should. He's just composed round the keeper, guys. Put yourself in a situation where you're more than likely to score. Don't let it go down to EA nonsense. You have to score. And he does very well by taking an extra touch in front of the keeper and knowing, look, I got this. I got this. Now, this guy makes a lot of mistakes with this pass. He keeps doing the same exact pass time and time again. Here, you're going to be in this situation many times. And I mean many times. Your opponent has two strikers, as you can see. Number 1 and number 2. The number one thing that people love doing in this FIFA is 1-2 passing. 1-2 passing between the strikers. It works very well. I'll be honest. It works incredibly well. So you know he's going to turn around and pass to him. He shouldn't. He should right now in this exact moment do nothing but pass to Cuadrado and go again from the middle. There's no need to go to that player because he's so covered up by so many players. And he does a 360 pass as well. That doesn't work, lads. Don't do 1-2 passing. Look, Deji doesn't go for it. He loses the ball, but he didn't go for it because he knows a top level player is going to read him every single time. And let me show you what a non-top level player will do. Anyone that's below elite, I know you guys would be looking to release Ronaldo by turning this way, which by the way, everyone knows about. Or you turn around this way and try and play him through. Either way, you've messed up. Top level players don't do this because they know that pass is probably not going to work. The only way you're going to get past is if you get rid of this defender off your back. He tries those step overs, doesn't work. If he managed it, Ronaldo's through. I'll be honest with you guys. That's the truth. And I think it goes down to once again to those things I mentioned to you. Can you read the first touch? And the first touch was read, and that's what happens. You get rewarded. I think that's the only time EA actually rewards you for anything is when you predict the first touch. Now, I want to skip through this obviously, but I don't want to miss out on any of the stuff they're doing, right? So we go. We had a free kick. As you can see, Adama, he put on Adama, always a danger man. Gets a bit lucky there. Gets a bit lucky. He does a lot of offside traps. And he's composed. Offside traps just kind of make your defense more compact, guys. So if you use that at the right moment, look at when he's using it. It just works, guys. I'll be honest with you. And very good tackle, obviously. He's been a very aggressive Deji, and I like that because he's winning, and he knows it's up to him to hold the lead. But he's doing it very well. Look at the way he's not turning around to pass to Ronaldo. He's not forcing that pass, obviously. As I say that, he's trying to force a pass. But apart from that, and this is once again something top level players do, man. You lose the ball, you're thinking, right, oh no, I'm annoyed. That's what a lot of people do in Gold 3, Gold 2, Gold 1. They get super annoyed and they don't focus. This is the key here. He turns around here, you know he's going to try and pass it there, or there, or there. You're kind of screwed in a sense because, well, there's 3 options and you're not really going to mark it up. But look what he does. Switch to Ronaldo and cover these 2. You know that they're going to pass there, so get Ronaldo there. He gets very unlucky. He just about missed out. But top players, and that was just a mistake there, guys. I mean, you have to see. Look at that run by Ronaldo. He should get the ball there. That's very unlucky. He makes a huge mistake here. And lads, this is why I keep facing Gold 2, Gold 3, everyone. This person, you ran out. Never, and I mean never do this. Look, I know he'll look back at this and say, what the hell was I doing? I'll be honest. Because look at the gap. He's put himself in such a tough situation now with Neymar. He defends very well. Gets a bit lucky because obviously EA, you never know how they might mess you up. He's in a big situation here though. He needs the ball back. So he's keeping composed, he's placing all his players. Tries to read the first touch, doesn't read it. Very good cutting. And then he cuts off with Cancelo. And that's another thing top players do. Top players never ever give up. We might be annoyed, but we don't give up. Beautiful cutting, by the way. I don't want to put anything to, you know, I'm focusing on Deji here because he's obviously giving me the content. Very good opponent as well, guys. And I will say this, if you want to go back and see his, like, the things he's doing, worth it as well. Now, what you see, he switches to block it. Once again, guys, I'm going to say the exact same thing. I know Ronaldo should be scoring this, but look at this pass. Cancelo leaves this way, meaning that if you do a cheeky double A, you've scored, and he's onside as well. Look, he's onside. Ah, there was lots of space. That's once again on the opponent. There's space, and you'll see from top pros. You always like, people always ask them in comments. You know, I see this all the time. To hashtag Tom and all the best pros. How the hell do you put yourself in a situation where you always score? Because they see that extra pass. Always see that extra pass. Usually, because of how the AI works, you can find it. So you have to keep looking and you will find it, guys. Obviously now it's getting to a point where his opponent is stressing a bit more. He needs the goals. Once again, he's going to try and come back to the middle. Messes up. Good pressure. No need to tackle, by the way. He didn't tackle. He's just standing back. And that's that. He knows there's a foul there. He, look at that. Keeps the ball calm. Big clearance. That's the best way to deal with team press, by the way. Clear the ball. Now, many options here. He chooses the right one. A lot of people would through ball. There's absolutely no need. He just needs to keep the ball at this point and be patient. You'll create a chance to completely finish the game off. As you can see, he's trying to create that chance now. Ronaldo to Cruyff. Tries for... Gets lucky. That's just EA. The guy's also doing offside traps, as you can see. Look at how he times it perfectly though. And I mean, it's very well worked. Like, I know he gets lucky with this, but guys, it's very well worked. In this exact moment here, there's only ever one option, and it's this. So what the opponent should do, and I'll tell you this from the opponent's perspective, so you can see what I mean. Get rid of this player. You don't need control. You're never going to cut off this side here. This player also won't cut off this side. You switch to this player or this player and make sure the ball doesn't get into this space with Ronaldo. Instead, he goes for the offside trap and absolutely flops it. I'll be honest, that's the defender's fault. And, you know, at this point, I know he has to push for it, so he's kind of like pressing higher and that kind of stuff. Hence why he's just running at him now. But at the same time, guys, that's the thing you have to do. Get in front of the player that's going to get the ball. Read it and get in front of him. It's risky, it's aggressive defending, but that's what gets you goals. And Deji's absolutely obliterates him here. The compactness in his defense is absolutely incredible to watch here. It's brilliant. Obviously, there's the big gap there. I'd say, you know, Deji's completely covering him here. I can't see many options. He's doing very well to keep the ball, I'll be honest. That's a very well worked goal. Very well worked goal. And I think that's something he was lacking before in the game. Look at the way he keeps the ball, right? He's okay to recycle the ball. He knows to recycle the ball. Sends him with dropping over the shoulder. Here, there's no options, guys. I'll be honest, there's no options. He is covered. He is offside. Well, he's not offside, but how in the hell are you gonna play that ball? This player pretty much covered. No options. Turns around, keeps it calm. Once again, the only option he has is over here. He tries to play it to him, sees there's no gap, goes back, gets a bit lucky with that, but beautifully worked there. And it's near impossible to defend, I'll be honest with you guys. You have no chance if that gets played. So that's a very well worked goal. And it's because he's recycling the ball. Look at his patterns. Look at the way he's passing the ball. He has one person open and he keeps playing it correctly. Once again, Deji does very well. Beats the offside trap. It's a goal. You know, at this point, it's okay. It's kind of mayhem. That's what happens with pro games. The offside trap, I think, was unnecessary there. Like, I know he's trying to push up at this point, but I mean, that kind of cost him 2 goals now, instead of defending the play that Deji's trying to pass to. Here, it's a good pass. I think he could have played Neymar through. He's trying cheeky 1-2s. That works very well, but you look, he has a defender there, and is dealt with. You know, right now, guys, it's just mayhem, isn't it? Look at this. That's a mistake. A lot of people will do this, and I don't blame them at this point. But it's, like I said before, it's very predictable. Very predictable. If you play it into here, guys, realistically, where do you think the ball's going? The ball's going to this player right here. No one's going to pass here because it's a 360 spin. No one's going to go risk that. But that's predictable. Look, he reads it. He reads that touch. He reads that pass very well. And there you go, guys. He goes down the wing. And look, you know what he's going to do next. Not that. That's... I did not expect that, guys. I'll be honest totally with you. But, you know, it's come to that point of the game. He's up by 3 goals. There's 2 minutes left. Even the opponent knows he's not getting back. I know he didn't mean that. He was trying to pass that down there. But look, guys, at the end of the day, that's what he's able to do. If you're a top pro, you do these little things correctly. That's another double A pass because this works so well. There was obviously a gap over here. But look, that's that you want to play for another minute and really put his opponent into the mud. No, he does not. He's done with the game, guys. And he wins it. And that's the key. That's the key, guys. Listen, I hope this helped some people at least a bit, you know. Make sure to, like I said, follow Deji. Subscribe to Deji. Check out Deji's content. Check out my content as well, guys. Not only my custom tactics videos, but my streams. You know, seeing people play live and talk about these things really helps you. And a lot of people are saying it's improving them a lot. As you can see, he dominated the game without playing like a rat. It's that easy, guys. And this is against the top pro as well. Look, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And, you know, I'll be bringing out more of these. And guys, until next time, peace.